was on the bus coming from the basketball game, the last basketball game of the day last night. We were moving at a high rate of speed down the new highway when I heard the 2 shots rang out. I will have to wait until I see this ballistics and forensics report. It sounds to me like it's looking at the wrong part of the bus. It's looking at the steel surroundings as opposed to the impact of the glass, which I have photographs of, before I believe that this was any kind of Olympic-level rock throwing by local teenagers.
They couldn't possibly do it at that time, could they? Oh. Two stones.
Come on now. 2 points of impact, pop, pop, that quickly. The bus moving, at a good, I would say, 45, 50 miles an hour or better down a highway to hit it exactly shoulder to head level in the windows. They should add that to the Olympic Games.
Does this seem like spin to you by the IOC?
It certainly does. I will apologize to them if I see a convincing forensic and ballistics report examining the right part of the bus from a competent authority that doesn't have an incentive to put a friendly face on this.
What happened after the shots? What was the reaction of the driver?
The driver's reaction was to slow the bus and pull over to the side of the road to stop. And at that point, a Reuters photographer, I've got military background myself, I'm a retired Air Force captain. He was embedded in Iraq and recognized it as gunfire as well. There was a third person with military background on the bus. None of the 3 of us were amongst the Argentine reporters that supposedly were interviewed. He began yelling at the guy, "Get us out of here, get us out of here, go back to MPC." And ultimately, before he had fully come to a stop, he pulled back onto the road and moved on. And we did very quickly get a police vehicle pulling up in front of us. Some of the reporters still wanted the bus to continue on to MPC. I don't think it was the choice of the driver by that point. I have to say, having been in some of these situations and trained for it, that it might be a grand idea to have bus lights on at night to let people know who's coming, if they're more likely to shoot the police. But once some incident of contact, whether it be rock throwing or gunfire happens, you turn the lights out for crying out loud. You don't sit there with yourself, 12 people backlit for all the world to see. Happily, people suffered the minor cuts, the windows were blown out. It was mostly, there was absolutely no first aid treatment, either evident or offered.
Do you believe their explanation?
I don't.
How
So in your
startling
mind,